just didn't do it. So Ansley, we're gonna come out, get fit over here. No, God, look. So as Jordan's coming to side control, I'm gonna keep him away, and he really wants to pressure me, get me to side control. He gets a crossfade and a side control right here. Okay. Now what happens here is that as I'm fighting here, he's not gonna let me get my knee inside. He's gonna be tight. Yeah, he's gonna be here. Okay. So I'm kind of like selling it. And what he wants is, he wants to keep me flat. To keep me flat, he's got to hold me tighter. Yeah, right here. Okay. So all I'm going to do is that I'm going to take this arm right here, and I'm going to throw it over his back, and I'm going to grab his belt as far as I can with my elbow, pushing his head towards my knee. I'm going to go right here. Okay. And my leg keeps scooting out as I keep shoving this under. Sometimes I even grab my foot right here. Okay. But now I have it here. All I have to do is stow this up and then lock it and then squeeze. Okay? So it takes a little bit of kind of configuring, but if he just holds me in the side control, okay, being a good partner here, I want to do this. Look, my hand is framing so I can walk my hips out, and I want to do this right here and just hold his belt right here. Because as I scoop my hip out, my knee can come up fairly good. Now my right hand can maybe grab and help, okay? And as I pull it up, I ratchet it, maybe grab it here. But I know that it's gonna take a couple of, like a ratchet, so right here. And you see his head is stuck right there. Now for me, I need to roll to my back, and I take my hand and I get the grip here, okay? And I'm not creating pressure on his head, neck, but right now, as I take a deep breath in, pull the shoulders back, it works nice. Okay, you watch? See how red turn? Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, let me see if I can do it too. I may not be able to do it to him, but if I sell it enough, we're here, we'll go here, but I can go here. Okay, and as I'm here, right? And as he wants to hold me, yeah, his right hand is going to be kind of like this is, and this really works for no gi because he's going to be cable gripping his hands, yeah, which brings his head and arm closer together. Okay, so from here, if I throw my leg up and over, maybe I'll get it.
Tight.
It's tight, but
So you can get it. That's his face.
It took work. It took work, but the thing is that he'd probably be able to defend it because he'd feel it coming on. So he'd probably frame my hip. And then what happens here is, as I fire, yeah, so as I go here, and as I just do this right here, oftentimes they want to pull their head out. And then you're able to recover a guard. So this is an excellent way to force them to lift their head. Because imagine he gets me into side control, okay? And I'm here, and his head's down here. And I mean, okay, I mean, yeah, so I'm gonna try to hit here. That's hard. I'm gonna frame here, and I'm just gonna throw this over here. This is a good situation here. I don't wanna be here, because oftentimes they're gonna think that it's a head on, but I'm gonna keep my left knee up, at least here, okay? Because, Darren, if I did this, what would you feel that you wanted to do, a head on? Here. Correct. So he frames, so he's not holding. Does that make sense? Okay. So you go watch. The other thing that happens over here, is this. And this is where you guys are gonna drill, and then we'll get back to the bucket drill. We're here, get me to side control here. Nice and deep on framing here. Bring this arm up and over here, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep framing this hip here, and I'm gonna walk my hip this way here. Then you have a nice sweep. As you go parallel with them, and you force them to ride on that forearm. So you're gonna do that sweep. What I want you to really get is this right here, okay? I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. Because first what I'm gonna try is, I'm gonna try maybe this right here. I'm gonna just get this right here, okay? Because he feels it's kind of like a choke, but it's really not, okay? Because here, he's not gonna wanna do much, okay? But even if here, he's gonna wanna walk north-south. Good. Whether the arm is on the cross face or over, you force them to take a ride on this forearm and you lift. But this elbow has to compress their head. So one more time. So, what?
I was trying to figure out what you did. I couldn't hear.
Yeah. So as we're here, just gotta go here. Yeah. So if his head, yeah. Right there. Keep going. And you keep this. Because from here, he's got kind of an underhook, but I have a underhook too. So in this position here, reach and grab my gi or belt or anything like that. There's, yeah, right there. So as I go, this hand goes to the other hip. So I go here, you're gonna pull me and roll.
Here?
Yeah. Okay. Does that make sense? Watch. Yeah.
He could have tried to each other.
I felt him trying it.
Okay.
And that's when they'll typically kind of try to walk the head and just more posture away. Let me see here. Chunk. So all I want you guys to do is you gotta frame this head and you gotta make it to where you're selling. I mean, this has to frame his hips so it's not all like easy for him to get around. So it's like here, okay? I'm here. And I'm watching what his left arm is doing, okay? Because if he's here, I'm gonna keep hipping out and bringing that knee up, okay? So if he hugs my head with the left hand, okay? That's one thing. The challenging thing is that typically you can't walk around the head in order to go north-south. So if he cross faces you here, this hand is still framing here, and I'm gonna start walking this way, and I'm gonna be trapping his arm. And you wind up similar to a scarf hold here.
So it's more like you're going that way, that side.
I'm pulling him and trapping his arm right here. Because look, right here, he's on the side. Reach deeper with that left hand towards that hip. Yeah, if you can, grab the gi or whatever maybe. More towards my other hip. Pull. Frame this hip. And now walk your feet to the left. And now pull and roll. Okay, so you'll get this momentum, but it's better when the belt's tight. But even if you don't have the belt,
Is that a safe spot, Professor, when you get the belt?
it's a pretty safe spot because you kind of like trap him in this tunnel right here.
Mhm.
He shouldn't be able to get past your forearm, okay? And his head should be pretty trapped. And if you keep hipping out, okay, and bringing that knee up, he can't really mount. So if he does that right there, I know he's not going to want to walk around north-south, and he opens up space for a guard. If he wants to still keep it compressed and typically hugs the head, I'm gonna shrug this way here, and then I'm gonna go this way. As now I'm gonna roll him that way. As I walk this way here. And you have it. So just try that sweep, and then we'll see how far we get with everything. Ready, 1, 2, 3. They'll cross face you, you tuck your chin, and you lift your hips, and your neck will chop there. Back.